never, never, never die.
All right, it is Monday. It is 12:04. I am doing this podcast. For those who are listening, they're wondering what happened, what's going on, and where I've been. And that's what this is. This is going to be my update. And before I start that, I'd like to thank Blackstone Labs for sponsoring me and sponsoring this podcast. You can get all your supplement needs at blackstonelabs.com. They're having a sale right now, so you can get a lot of free stuff with the purchases that you make. And you can use B to the fourth power, which will be right here, for anything with 20% off any of your purchases. So make sure you go check it out. All right. And I also like to thank Jon Andersen Clothing.com. You know, that clothing, it means a lot to me because it stands for a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just strong as fuck. Just trying to be strong as fuck. Anything you can do to be strong as fuck in any sense of the way. So you can get 10% off your entire order at jonandersenclothing.com with F Excuses 1910. That is F Excuses 1910. So now that I did that part, well, shit, it's been a week, and I'm still alive. I don't feel really good, compared to what I was before last Monday. And Mondays are my day off, so usually, I can do my podcast, whatever, a few things around the house, and pretty much just, enjoy my day off, because that's what it is. Have a Sunday, Monday. So, Sunday, hang with the family. Monday, everyone not at the moment because school's here, but, or not school, but summer. So, no school now. All the kids are downstairs and all that fucking bullshit. But, what I'm getting, well, let me just get to it. I had a heart attack. And not just a little heart attack. I had a full-blown, get your ass to the hospital, what the fuck is going on, heart attack. All right, and like I said, this is just what it was, and I didn't post anything, show anything, because look, I don't need my life to interfere with those that need to what's going. Look, and I appreciate. Look, there's a lot of people that did reach out to me. There's a lot of people that like, hey, where you at? What's going on? This and that, and I'm, of course, I'm gonna let them know what's going on. I'm not gonna hold back the truth, but what it is I just need time alone. I need to recoup. I need to regather. I need to figure out what the fuck is going on so I can do something. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I actually feel much better today. I got up. I can move around a little bit better. Just a little bit more strength. I'm not so winded. So, if you hear me breathing extra heavy today, it's because I'm struggling here. But it is what it is. But let me do this podcast for those. And this is probably going to be a two-parter on IGTV, because, they only give me 10 minutes, so I'm going to probably go way over that. But, just giving you guys a little warning. So if you're watching this, understand that there might be a part 2 for it on IGTV. But going on to what happened is, I got up like I normally would. Got my son up. Told him to get ready for school. He gets ready for school. I wake up maybe around... And this is early in the morning, too. Maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, man, I just like, right here, I could feel it burning. And I'm like, man, I never have any heartburn problems, ever. You know what I'm saying? It's a rare occasion, I might get it, but nothing ever like that. So I was like, oh, it hurts to breathe. So I'm like, oh, so I told my lady, she's like, just prop yourself up, you'll be fine. And I just kind of thought with it, too. So propped myself up a little bit more, slept, woke up, same feeling. Like, oh, I feel like shit. So maybe I eat something and it'll help push it down or make it go away. Sure as shit did not. Did not. All right, now check this the fuck out. I ate something immediately. All right, because I had my coffee, I had oatmeal, bananas, a little bit of eggs, and it kicked off whatever the fuck it kicked off because I couldn't breathe. My arms hurt. My body hurts. I feel achy. I fucking all of a sudden I am not me. All right. And it just progressively got worse. So I laid down for a little bit. I'm like, all right, let me just kind of just let it go away. Didn't go away. I started texting my lady. I was like, hey, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And as I'm texting her, it just got to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm going to go downstairs, turn on the fan, maybe kick my feet up, and I'll be okay. And then all of a sudden it's just from here, I could feel it pulsating into my left arm, all right? And I'm talking about just like boom, boom, and not just like a little. This shit fucking hurt. My chest was hurting. I could barely squeeze out. Just taking a breath. I was like, just struggling in it. Just like the headache was just so insane. Like I felt wobbly. All this stuff. It got to the point where I was like, told me I don't think I'm gonna call 911. And so I called 911. Luckily, they're not too far from where we live. They have the spot where the ambulances usually hang out, off the freeway, and there's an actual fire department down the street. So they got here pretty fucking quick. And as they got here pretty quick, of course they're going to ask me the questions, and I'm letting them know what's going on. And as soon as they run my vital, oh shit, we need to get you up, put you in the stretcher, and you're taken straight to the hospital. I couldn't even question them. I said, good, take me. Take me, I don't care. I literally left here in my underwear. That's what I woke up in. That's what I ate my breakfast in. And when I got to the hospital, they cut my underwear off. Alright? And so I was basically naked in the hospital for a few days. Because I just refused to put anything on. Like, I was sweating. I was cold. I was, like, all over the place. And let me tell you, like, I was so I could see every pore in my body pushing out sweat as I was having this heart attack. The things I can remember. Like, my whole body just, like, everywhere I lay is sweat. That's just how it felt. And, man, it was fucking, like, scary because I didn't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Fucking damn near crying to myself here. Well, I was damn near, I was. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you're going to be okay? And I'm like, I can hear it. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen, right? I can hear it. But it is what it is. I'm just trying to play smooth, calm, and collective right now because, it's just scary as fuck. But, like I said, it started off with heartburn, turned into something completely fucking different. I'm talking about, like, I've had a lot of pain. I've been through a lot of injuries. I've had a lot of injuries. But this was just like a whole shock to the body. I don't know. So, guess where we're going? You know what I'm saying? So, 911 did their job. They got me to the hospital. The hospital, I don't remember anything else. But them asking my name, wheeling me in, and telling me they're just going to cut off my underwear. And then also, too, the surgeon, he was like, those are underwear? I thought those were shorts. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they're like the compression, breathable, like, I need all that fancy underwear because I sweat like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the way it feels, so I got to, any advantage I can get to not sweat, that's what I'm going to buy. You know what I'm saying? And so he, I just thought that's what I remembered. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up, and when I woke up, fuck. My chest was beating the whole time I was in the hospital. Like a fucking drum. Couldn't control it. I could just feel it. It's like someone just had a kick drum in my fucking chest and they just kept fucking hitting it. And so, I think after we got done with the surgery and I was not so woozy and all that good stuff, they explained a little bit what happened. And what ended up happening is, I think my right aortic valve and my right aorta, which those are the veins that go into the fucking heart, they're too big. My veins are too big. They say that I might have this thing called Kawasaki disease, and what Kawasaki disease is just enlarged arteries. You know what I'm saying? That on the outside of the heart. That's, what I'm saying, that would let the blood in, so the blood doesn't circulate as good. Like it kind of just whips around for a little bit and then goes in. Instead of just going straight in and out, it whips around and causes blood clots. So I ended up forming, they said, pretty large blood clot, and that's what kicked everything off. So with that blood clot, they couldn't really do anything because they can't push it through, and they couldn't grab it, and there's no reason to put a stent because I don't have any blockages. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, we don't know what to fucking do. So what they did was they ran me with some hardcore blood thinners. All right, and these blood thinners were to help to destroy the clot. And they were like, all right, we'll give them a day or two on these and see how it goes. And then if this doesn't work, then back to surgery. And when I mean surgery, was as soon as I got into the hospital, that's how they found out I had a clot. They stuck a fucking tube in my groin all the way up to my heart with a picture camera, claw, and all that fucking bullshit to fucking, however they designed it to fucking do its job. And that's how they seen that it was the blood clot and that they got to kind of just wait this one out. So, it's just, And I'll tell you right now, from like my stomach, groin, hip, a little bit down my leg, around to my ass, it's been black. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how bruised it was. Look, and I don't give a fuck. I don't blame the doctors. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they fucking, found out what the fuck is wrong. It should just hurt. You know what I'm saying? And those are consequences of surgery. My literally just feels like someone has just been fucking hitting me with a sledgehammer right in my fucking crotch. Because that's how much it fucking hurts. I gotta get up to pee. I gotta move. I gotta turn. I gotta stand up. I gotta sit down. Any little fucking movement and just gets me. But as soon as I stand up, give it a fucking second, I'm good. I'm kind of good to go. But that's just part of the surgery they got. So that's the part that bothers me the most at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I got these like rolling in headaches. Like I'll be cool, and then all of a sudden just it waves in, and I'll be like, oh my! I gotta lay down, I gotta sit down, I don't feel good, and then it rolls away. You know what I'm saying? So I've been a little loopy on some of the medications. I was on one kind of medication called Losartan, and then just 81 aspirin. But that was when I was all in the clear before. But now I'm gonna be on a whole bunch of other fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So these are like lifetime things now. I don't want to get too much on the medication stuff like that. That's just maybe for another fucking time. But so now I'll be on all these kind of medications because we didn't have to do the second surgery. But if this happens again or later down the line or whatever the fuck it is, you're most likely gonna have to get some kind of surgery done where they do whatever they fucking do. All right, doctors get shit done. I trust them. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still alive. So I'm not going to fucking argue. They did the job. I appreciate it. Alright? But, it's just weird because, I got home. And as soon as I got home, it feels good to be home, really. Let me tell you right now. Because, like I said, I was in this hospital. And, like I said, I was just naked. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had a sheet on me, just covering my crotch area. But I just refused to put anything on because I'm hot, I'm cold. I can easily put a blanket on, but I can't take nothing fucking off to make myself cool down because I just start sweating. I just randomly start sweating, and the sweat just starts going, and I can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to fucking do? It's uncomfortable. It sucks. I'm uncomfortable. The beds in the hospital are too fucking small. I'm too fucking big. It's like there's no fucking medium. So since they cut off my underwear, I don't give a fuck. You guys are stuck with me like this then. I don't care. All right? Y'all motherfuckers get paid to see motherfuckers like this all the fucking time, so this is what you're going to have to deal with for whatever amount of days I'm here. And I was in the hospital for 3 days. And the only reason I was in the hospital for 3 days is because I was able to talk them into letting me go early because my son Anthony had his 8th grade graduation on Wednesday. All right? And thank God they were just like, they gave me a list of stuff like, we need you to stand up, we need you to use the bowel, you can bowel movement and all that fucking shit. And they're like, you got to walk around the hospital. You have to keep your heart rate at a certain pace. And I'm like, fuck, how am I going to do that one? So, luckily for me, I just said, fuck it. And I just did it. I walked around the hospital hurting, did not feel good at all. They gave me a certain point. They're like, oh, okay, turn around. That's good enough. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. And then they let me go home. I'm saying? They discharged me and all that fucking bullshit. So, and then I was able to go to Anthony's graduation. And let me tell you something right now. After getting out of the hospital, after having a heart attack, after fighting through it and dealing with all the complications that were going on for those few days, and convincing him to let me go early, I was at the graduation like, oh, maybe I should have stayed in the hospital. Maybe I shouldn't have left because, holy shit. The sun made me not feel good. The wind made me not feel good. Everything made me not feel good. I was miserable. But I got to see him graduate. So, I'm not going to argue and complain about it. But like I said, that's just, I'm letting you know what I did after. These are like the proceedings of what the fuck is going on with my heart attack. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit. I'm like, I'm not going to miss this. I'm there to support my son. He's putting all his hard work, doing all the shit. So, it is what it is. So, after that, home, relaxing, taking it easy, not moving. I can't sit down for too long. I can't sit up for too long. I can't lay down for too long. So I'm just constantly adjusting my body so I'm not in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the most of you guys watch this IG, watch my podcast, listen to my podcast, or even listen to my stories and, follow me on IG and all that stuff. I'm a pretty active person. I'm always all over the place. I'm always doing something. I'm always at least trying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm weak. I feel weak. I got like no energy. It's the weirdest thing in the world to me. I don't even want to eat. That's the problem. But, I'm just trying to just get along, get better with it. Because you got to grow. You got to achieve. You got to get better, adapt, all that shit. But, let me just get my shit together real quick. These are like the things you don't want to talk about. These are the kind of things you don't want no one to know or hear, any of that fucking shit. And the reason you don't is because you don't want to show weakness. But the thing is people also need to understand that weakness comes along in life. Issues come along in life. Problems come along in life. And I'm having my little stint, my little hill, my mountain. I'll crawl over it like I did the first one. Get over it, past it, make it. Back to square one, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are difficult things no one ever wants to talk about. No one ever wants to talk about failure. No one ever wants to talk about the bullshit that happens. But you know what? The bullshit that happens, you learn. And you adapt, you grow, you figure it out, you change, and you get better. Because that's what you're supposed to do. I was trying to do this with a straight face, but here's what it fucking is. You can't fucking do shit. Especially when you're fucking worried. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But, like I said, all you can do is try. I'm going to get myself back up, get my strength back up, get my body back up, my mind back up, and start again. Because that's what you always can do. You can always start again. You can fall in the hole. You can dig yourself out of the hole. And then you keep moving. Every time something happens, it's fine. I can still do more. I can still be more. I can still be better. It just takes a longer time. My goals haven't changed. My goals, my dreams, my hopes, everything, nothing's changed. All right. I just got a little setback, and this little setback, right back to the fucking top. I can't do much now, but as soon as I can, I will. And as soon as I do, I'm going to go. Because you know what? All I know is forward. All I know is go. All I know is I can't stop. Because if I let something like this stop me, it'll let people know around me that, that they can stop too. It's like, no. Don't fucking stop. Don't fucking give up. Don't fucking quit. Alright? Shit fucking happens. It always fucking does. And when it does, it fucking comes hard. You're doing good in life, things are happening, and you're fucking making it. But you know what? You gotta get tested. And when you get tested, it's either a yes or a no. It's a go or a stop. It's a fucking, can you handle this? Motherfucker, I've been handling this shit. And I don't give a flying fuck what they throw at me next. Because I want to get better. I want to be back to what I was doing. I want to fucking make sure that I achieve my goals. And I want those around me to achieve their goals too. Alright, and the reason I want you to achieve your goals is because, look, if this shit's going on with me, and I'm trying, what the fuck is your excuse? What the fuck is your problem? Alright? Get back on your fucking feet and fucking do it. Period. That's just how this shit goes. It is what it is. Like I said, I've loss of motivation, loss of, energy and all this other stuff. But you know what? Nothing's going to fucking stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. My body can't even fucking stop me. So what the fuck is going on? All right, I got my strength up a little bit more than what it was. And now that my strength is up more than a little than it was, I'm feeling better. One step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a fucking time. Look, Rome wasn't built in a motherfucking day. Alright? To build an empire, you gotta fucking keep going. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep leading. You gotta keep making sure that you don't quit. Because you know what you want and you know what you gotta do. At the end of the fucking day, it is what it is. And it's an angry motherfucking dad. Just giving you guys a quick update of what the fuck is going on. I'm going to make sure I do what I can to keep my podcast coming out. And, I'm a little down in the dumps. But, like I said, hopefully I'll just start fucking pumping this shit out again like I was. So, it's the angry motherfucking dad. Thank you guys for listening. And I appreciate everyone that's reached out to me, called me, talked to me. Let me know what the fuck is going on. It's all fucking good. Like I said, don't worry about me. I can always take care of myself. I have a great lady behind me taking care of me. The kids, I'm good. So you want to watch this shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want to listen to shit? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast, all that fucking bullshit. Oh, CastBox. That's the newest one I'm on now. So CastBox is on the fucking paperwork now. It's on the list. So you guys can find me there too if you guys platform you prefer. So it is what it is. So it's the angry motherfucking dad. Look, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm still kicking. Kicking a little bit, but, it is what it is. So, I'll see you guys on motherfucking Tuesday.